Hello, and welcome to IATA's Simplified Invoicing and Settlement Service, the service that enables electronic invoicing and settlement. Has accounts receivable and bilateral miscellaneous invoices being processed recently become one of your main concerns? Well, let's take a look at the current process. As the first step, you send invoices out on time immediately upon sale of goods or services delivered. You may offer discount in order to receive quicker payments. You consider accepting cash, bank transfer, debit or credit cards, electronic payment, or other local options from the other party for your bilateral invoices. Woohoo! You did your part. Great job! The next step to manage your accounts receivable is to review your aging report. It's hard to stay organized and on top of customer communication, using tools like spreadsheets, emails, and sticky notes to manage your account receivable responsibilities. But do you know what the status of your bilateral invoices are now? The time passes, and nobody knows what's happening to the invoices. Until you start sending reminders and calling accounts payable impatiently. Do you know how much chasing invoices costs valuable time and causes stress to the entire organization? Yes, finally! The payments are received in your bank account. But wait a minute. Which invoices got paid? How can you match payments and invoices? And when a payment was made? Was the invoice amount paid partially or fully? And what was the invoice payment terms and conditions? We have the solution! With using the Payment Status feature in SIS, you will not operate your accounts receivable and payable in the dark anymore. You have visibility in one place of all invoice processing, such as the state of invoice payment in the other party, and if the invoices have been approved or sent for payment. Or if the invoice got paid partially or in full, which invoices need a follow-up to be paid before the due date, and which invoices have been paid after the due date. Let's see how you can update your bilateral miscellaneous invoices in SIS. You can update the status of any receivable or payable bilateral miscellaneous invoice, whether manually through the IS web or by uploading CSV files. The status of payable bilateral miscellaneous invoices can be updated by the build member in SIS. The user can navigate through the Miscellaneous, Payables, and Manage Invoice menu, followed by clicking on the Payment Status hyperlink. From the pop-up window, any manual status can be selected for the payable invoice. However, a system-generated status cannot be modified. Also, in the same way, the billing member can update the status of receivable bilateral miscellaneous invoices by navigating through the Miscellaneous, Receivables, and Manage Invoice menu. Then, click on the Payment Status hyperlink and select any manual status for your receivable invoice from the pop-up window. Regular updates of the payment status in SIS by billing and billed parties according to their internal processes will keep the receivable and payable invoice status updated. Knowing the status of your invoice is important to take appropriate and effective action. Payment status for bilateral miscellaneous invoices in SIS is a flexible option without being complex, and it's designed to meet your needs. With SIS, we simplify your e-invoicing and settlement process.